Hello and welcome back to my channel. So something quite odd happened last night in relation to selling my house, and I thought I'd share it with you and get your thoughts on it. I'm wondering whether I'm missing something here because it all seems very, very strange. But just before I get into that, look what I woke up to this morning. Oh, snow. Oh, oh. I mean, it's actually stopped snowing, but it's still cold. I don't like snow. I don't like walking around in it. Oh, let me get your prop back up again. There we go. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Zoe and I'm from the UK and currently trying to sell my house so I can go full-time travelling, which is my retirement plan. So I also do share my travel stories with you all, so you can all see where I get to go. So let's go back to the beginning so we can put this in context. So I think it was about 2 weeks ago, I got a call from the estate agent telling me she was very excited because she got me a very, very good viewer to come and look at my house. She told me that this viewer was an investor and we have a very good relationship with them. We've helped them purchase in the past and showed them lots of properties. And she's looking at quite a few, and I've persuaded her to come and look at yours. I don't know if they can see me rolling my eyes the other side of the phone, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, this person came, I did the usual, clean the house out, make it all nice, spick and span. And it takes you all day to get it ready for a viewing, doesn't it? But anyhow, did it all. Viewing went ahead. Agent called me after a couple of days, said she hadn't been able to get hold of her to get any feedback, which I thought was, oh, didn't you tell me you had a very good relationship with them? You see, so my eyes are rolling again. And she says, I don't want to pester her, so it doesn't sound like we're going to get any feedback. Anyway, so we leave it. I don't think anything of it. Last night, about 6 o'clock in the evening, I get a knock on my door. I'm like, well, who the heck is this? So I thought it would be my son. But anyway, I opened the door and there's these two ladies stood on my doorstep. And they've got their car parked across my driveway, but then they're at my doorstep. And she introduces herself and she says, I viewed your house a couple of weeks ago and I really liked it. So I thought, okay, what's going on here? So she says, but I have an alternative proposal for you. Either you buy my house or you're not. And what's going through my head is why they're coming direct to me, why they're not going to the estate agent. So she says, but it's raining, and it was raining, and we don't, rather than just stand here getting wet on the doorstep, I can leave you my number and you can give me a call. So I thought, well, I don't know if that's a hint to come in because this is all very strange and you're not coming in my house. So I said, well, just spill out the outline of what it is that you have to say. So she said that they were investors, the two of them, and they had a company and they did corporate lets. So I would basically rent my house to them, and they would then sublet it, but they would be responsible for all of the maintenance and all of the repairs and getting it up to spec. And after a period of time, she said, which could be 3 years, 5 years, in some cases it's 15, 20 years, they would buy the property at today's value. I double checked that point. And I said, so you would let it off me for, say, 3 years, and then you would buy it at today's price? All right. She said, yes. I went, that seems a little strange. Does that seem strange to you? So I asked the question, I said, well, why don't you just buy it now? And I didn't really get a very sort of clear answer to that, just that they weren't looking to buy. They liked the house, they thought it was worth what I was asking, but they would like to rent it for me and then buy in 3 or 5 years, or have the option to buy it at today's value. Now, I've heard of these corporate letting schemes where they basically look after everything. And I said to her, well, I've heard of that. I said, but the rent I get would be a low percentage because if you're taking over everything. But what she wasn't clear about was how much of the maintenance I would have to pay them for. But basically, I would get 70% of the rent and it would be guaranteed and it'd be that. And she said, and because I understand from the agent that you're really desperate to go, that you would, we thought this was a good solution for you. Why on earth is my agent telling people I'm desperate to go when I'm not? I mean, why would you say that to people? Now I've got nutters knocking on my door. Anyway, I don't know, what do you think? Right, so these are what my thoughts were. Other than the fact this is really, really odd and I'm really peeved with my estate agents, was, well, if you're only going to give me 70% of the rent, I've got a management company. My friend owns a management company where I'll get 90% of the rent. Yes, I'll have to pay repairs and insurances and things, but I'll get a lot more of the rent. And second, I will be holding on to an asset that will go up in 3 years. So why would I agree to sell it to you in 3 years at today's price? Am I missing something here? Has anyone else heard of this? Because I've never heard of this, like, lease now, buy later, or whatever she called it. It was just very strange. And also it got me thinking. She never got back to the agent, even though the agent says that they're very close like this. How many houses is she going round and then knocking on the door and trying this on with? I mean, it just baffles me. Anyway, I didn't let them in. She gave me a piece of paper. So she gave me a piece of paper. She said, I was going to just put this note through your door with my number on, so have a think and give me a call. Anyway, I took the note off her. And she left her email address on there. And it's a Yahoo account. Well, that's not very professional, is it? Oh, my God. So not only now have you got to deal with people coming round trying to slash the price and get the best deal they can, which I don't blame people for trying to get the best deal that they can, but, let's not take the mickey here. But now you've got to worry about these investors banging on your door with these ludicrous schemes and thinking you're stupid enough that you're going to just give them your house at today's price in 3, 5, 15 years, she said, for some people. Right, so am I missing something here? Have I just completely missed the point here? Because I just don't see how that helps a seller at all. If I want to rent my house, I'll use a management company myself. I'd really appreciate your thoughts. And if this has happened to anyone else, or you've done one of these schemes, share with us so we know what it is. Anyway, absolutely baffled by the whole thing. Obviously, I'm not going to be calling her back unless one of you here tells me, oh no, this is a legit scheme, and it doesn't sound legit, does it? Yay, just another thing to add to the stress of trying to sell a house. Anyway, I just thought I'd give you that quick update. Can't wait to hear what you all think. Oh, I just keep thinking this world is full of scammers. I'm sure you're going to tell me I'm wrong here. Anyway, thanks. Look forward to hearing from you. Speak to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.